This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 FM and iTalk1067.com. Also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, and Little Bluebird Studios. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Sorry. Well, we welcome you to Snowflake High School, home of the Lobos, and host tonight to the Cougars of Chino Valley, and we are excited to bring you some COVID-19 basketball here from Snowflake High School. Camden Smith along with Abe Bowden here tonight, and we are glad to have you along in a season that was pretty skeptical about whether or not it was actually going to happen. We've had a lot of conversation over the course of the last month or so about whether or not it's safe for these students to play winter sports, despite the fact that they were able to play their fall sports without any problems. A lot of conversation at the AIA about whether or not these games could happen or not. And they finally decided that they can, with the exception, or with the following provisions. They have to wear masks and they have to socially distance, and they need to have, they can only have 2 parents in attendance or 2 guardians in attendance at each of their games. And so it's a interesting scenario. Obviously, we see the cheerleaders here tonight, but beyond that, there are no students cheering here tonight, so the atmosphere is a little bit different.
Well, that's what we talked a lot about in the girls' game earlier, right? The atmosphere just has not felt the same. I was down to the scorers table visiting with them just a moment ago about starting lineups and players, and everyone would comment on the same thing. The environment just unfortunately is not the same, but regardless, here we find ourselves playing basketball, and we've got a great matchup today with the Lobos and the Cougars.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how these 2 teams match up. You take a look at what they did last year as we look at our Ace Hardware keys to the game, brought to you by the Ace Hardware. Now with a 24/7 locksmith, next time you're locked out of your car and need a key made, their mobile unit will come to you. That's the Ace Hardware in Pinetop, Sholo, and Heber Overgard.
Well, the Cougars are losing 75% of their scoring from last year. They had 3 seniors graduate that accounted for most of their scoring, so they're going to be a real mystery today, Camden, on who we see. For the Lobos, you've got Stuart West, Noah Baum. Keep an eye out on those 2 as they are some of the top point getters that came back for the Lobos.
Well, Snowflake's going to control the opening tip. Brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. Couple of shots that they get off, not able to score, and finally putting it up and in, and scoring it is Stuart West. Snowflake out to the opening basket after some aggressive play underneath. We'll keep in mind those rebounds for our Deemer's Glass man of the game later in the contest when we announce that. Pull-up jumper off the window goes in, but a travel violation is called on Caleb Burns, the senior. They say he took that big Euro hop there, and called him for the travel.
Well, and Caleb Burns, only 3 points a game last year, so we'll see what he can get going from that point guard position.
Down into the low post, they bounce it back up top for Michael Brimhall. Now cross-court.
Good look by Connor.
And it's off the heel, no good. Long rebound is tracked down for Chino by number 1, Andre Coomer, the junior post player. The junior wing. 2-0 in favor of Snowflake to open this contest. Under 7 now to play in the contest. Nice crossover to get to the right side, and hanging but cannot hit this time is Burns, and the rebound is pulled down by Connor Hall. Snowflake off to the races, throttling up the near side is Stewart. Stewart kicks it back up top, and the travel is going to be called on Michael Brimhall, who didn't quite get the jump stop in there.
Well, both teams playing hard, missing some open shots early. It's it'll be interesting to see who can calm down the quickest and get their feet underneath them here.
Burns kicks it over to the left side for Lofton. Lofton's pass is
by
kicked
Stewart.
away and picked off. Throw it ahead to Brimhall. Brimhall finds a nice wide open look to Connor Hall on a 2-on-1. Snowflake has a 4-0 lead.
Perfectly ran break right there. Stuart West coming up with the steal and getting it out there to the wings and let them go do their thing. Wonderful job.
Clock approaching the 6-minute mark of the first quarter. 4-0 Snowflake. Chino Valley, who was third in their region last year and made a playoff appearance, but I don't think they got past the quarters.
I think they lost in the first round is what I had seen. So
pass comes in low and bouncing it off the window and in. It's good for Stuart West, and West now has 4 in the contest. Timeout called. We take it with them, 6-0 Snowflake. With 5:43 left to play first quarter, this is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide.
Who sells the number one truck in America?
1067.com.
Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School. 6-0 in favor of the Lobos as Chino Valley takes a timeout here to try to get their feet underneath them. Always tough to play on the road, not to mention the fact that they are traveling almost 5 hours away from Snowflake. Big road trip for them to open up the season. And then in addition to that, they got to wear masks at elevation.
yeah, that's a tall order for a bunch of 16 to 18-year-old kids, right?
At a mile high. Snowflake at about 1 mile high here.
Oh, almost steal by Stewart.
And
There
now
you
he
go,
gets
Rice.
it. Nice job as Rice and Stewart going to bounce pass and is a little bit late on that bounce pass, but a nice save to get it back in bounds. The
Good hustle by
8-footer's
Connor.
no good. Kick it over to Stewart. Stewart back up top. Brimhall.
That's a
Drive
walk.
to the left side, and a travel's going to be called as Noah Baum took steps to get off the wing that time before he put the ball on the floor.
And I think we're going to see that call a lot this year, Camden. It seems to be, as I've talked to officials, that they're really looking at that first step. If you spread your feet out and don't establish that pivot foot, they're going to call you.
Well, it's unfortunate because they get away with it in the NBA.
Right. That should be a jump ball.
And a nice job that time is good defense played. Good discipline for Stuart West to just stand there and stand straight up. Had he fallen down, I think he may have gotten the charge.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely had position under there.
Down in the coffin corner and getting the ball almost poked away was Coomer.
Almost thrown away. Good save there by Burns.
Man, pretty athletic kid there. Can't
Yeah.
save that one from going out of bounds. Chino Valley working out on the perimeter. Now Burns makes some nice fakes and then throws the ball away.
Get after it, Larson.
Oh, nice job. Good hustle that time to save it. Coming back in, back to Burns. Burns for three. Got it. Score it.
It's a good-looking shot.
It was in Salco who did the hustle to save that one, and Burns, the benefactor, with the three ball. And just like that, the lead is cut in half as Chino Valley back into this contest. 6-3 now. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left to play here in the first. Turnaround jumper, no good with the left
right,
hand.
Stewart. Get
nice
up.
job by Stewart to get the rebound. His shot won't fall. Tipped around and then picked up by Chino Valley. And Salco. In Salco. Did you get the name? Did you get the pronunciation?
You know, I couldn't find anyone from Chino, Cam.
Sorry, I'm being a bad example to you. We're supposed to figure those things out before we start our broadcast instead of trying to do it here.
Oh, Noah off his foot. Oh,
Little tit for tat there as Noah Baum turns the ball over after Snowflake forced a turnover on their end, and now timeout to fix the masks. 3:41 left to play here in the first. 6-3 is our score in favor of Snowflake. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
It's a tough game out there. We can help you reach your goals and come out victorious. Need help paying for college? Let the financial aid experts at Northland Pioneer College help you qualify for federal, institutional, or tribal grants. See our website at npc.edu for details. Northland Pioneer College. Expanding minds, transforming lives.
Shot of Burns there, who has been one of the, well, he's the only scorer for Chino Valley so far in the first half of this first half. With 4 minutes gone by, 3 minutes 37 on the clock as Burns brings the ball up the floor for the Cougars. Burns crouching just past the time stripe. You can tell he's a little wary about going in there defensively, driving against the Snowflake defense. Long shot is cleared away off the glass by Snowflake. Reminder, tonight's contest brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. Next time you need looking for a college education, choose the college with
Good
the
move by Connor.
lowest tuition in the state of Arizona, Northland Pioneer College. Connor Hall able to score inside with the turnaround jumper.
And you can see that the Lobos' plan of attack is to get it in low to those big guys where it feels like they've got a good height advantage.
And we get a shot that is pulled down on the rebound on the weak side board that time for Snowflake by Noah Baum. Shot no good, and the rebound to Snowflake. Nice job kicking it back out to Stewart. Stewart then called for a travel.
Oh.
And we can't see his feet there, but I think, Abe, you're right. They are paying a little more attention to that first step.
Yeah, it's
going to cost some teams some turnovers. Hopefully they can get out of the habit quickly.
Yeah, and that call right there, I'll just say we're up high and we can't see real well.
8-3 in favor of Snowflake as we get some substitutions. Baum's going to check out for Snowflake. Into the lineup comes Gannon Larson. And checking out for Chino. Well, it looks like he may have.
He's gasping for air over there on the bench a little bit, huh?
Figure out how to breathe through the mask. I can't see his number. We'll have to get back to you on that one. Kick it into the corner. Drive inside the lane, and a nice job defensively. Yeah. Taking the charge. That is Connor Hall taking the charge, and the foul's called on Chino Valley. They give it to number 45, Jax Ritchie. That's his first.
Well, and in warm-ups, I was looking at Jax. He's a big dude. I was thinking maybe we'd see him in the starting lineup just based upon warm-ups, but it'll be interesting to see how much time he gets this game, only being a sophomore. Good look by McKay.
And a good shot. Connor Hall now has 6 in the contest of the Snowflake Lobo 10. 10-3 Snowflake, under 2 to play here in the first. Burns holds up a couple of fingers as he crosses the time stripe. Now crouches as he meets the defense, gets a screen at the high post, and will drive to the wing left side, lost his footing, and they'll say he lost it out of bounds, just threw it out of bounds, they'll call it. Jax Ritchie checks out, the sophomore.
I guess there goes my theory that he'll play a lot.
Yeah. Well, just a sophomore, probably got some learning to do before coach feels more confident.
Connor feeling confident.
And he got it. Why not? 3 ball, good for Connor Hall.
Oh, got him at 9 already, Cameron?
Yep, 9 points for Connor Hall. 13-3 Snowflake. Minute 30. Minute and a half left in the first quarter, should say. Burns got a nasty crossover. There's a nice slicing move to the line, to the lane, put up the right-hander and score it. Burns. Caleb Burns with all of the Cougars points now has 5. 13-5, 106, and the 3 ball this time is around and off, but Hall's going to track down the rebound, kick it into the corner, and how about it? Caden Brewer gets into the scoring column.
Well, once again, number 3, Connor Hall, all over the floor, getting his teammates open there in the corner for the wide open 3. Good play.
16-5 Snowflake, under a minute to play now as the Cougars lose it out of bounds. A hot pass coming across there and just through the fingertips of Javier Johns. So unfortunately for Chino Valley, they haven't quite been able to match the pace of Snowflake here in this first quarter. 16-5 Snowflake with the commanding lead to start the contest.
Good feed by McKay.
Brimhall looking for a three.
Got it.
He got it. Michael Brimhall with the super shot.
Well, and if you're McKay, that's exactly what you do to break down the 2-3 zone. You penetrate to that middle and kick out to your wings for open looks. Just great offense.
19-5 with 21 seconds left now as Chino Valley has the ball
Good steal.
stripped away. Ball's loose, diving for it. Now throwing it ahead, and nobody back for Chino, and a dunk!
What, a travel?
Slamming it down was Stuart West, but they're going to get him on a travel. 1-2, where's the travel? Don't see it.
Yeah, that
Don't
was
see it, but
tough call, tough call.
they're going to look at that one on video. I'm not sure what the
there's the
official
buzzer
saw
beater.
there. Burns at the buzzer, it won't go. 19-5 Snowflake. We go to the second quarter next. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
I got this.
Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free
Just call
dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Well, that's the dunk that was wiped off the board. You see the look of disappointment there by Stuart West. And we're a long way away from the court, but from our vantage point, it looked like it was a legal play. There's 1-2 steps, and then he puts it down. And I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, what are you going to do?
Hey, you're up 19-5, so, there's a little bit of that too, maybe, right?
Well, the other thing is the officials have to wear masks.
Yeah.
So, they're at elevation with masks.
We're all just
running the floor.
We're all just oxygenated.
Oxygen deprived.
Deprived, right?
Exactly.
Just real quick, Camden. Connor Hall, our leading scorer, just a quick note, he barely even played last year. Averaged less than a point a game. Very few minutes a game, and he's coming out here looking to have a junior season for the books.
Yeah, looking good. All having a stellar
senior season for Connor. Senior season,
stellar first half. Ooh, a heavy box out as the three ball went up for Caden Brewer, and then he took a backside that just about knocked him out of bounds. That was an obvious foul. Number 30 going to be whistled for the personal.
In Sulaco.
Dimitri Insalaka with his first.
Oh, good move by West on the baseline.
West with the reverse layup. He scores it up and in. Stuart West
Man,
with
look
6
at this
in the
replay
contest. How about that shot there? 7.5. West.
No, don't reach, Stuart.
Having a game, and now he'll come on the other end and do exactly what he'll learn not to do in future games.
Yeah, Coach Wood will have something to say about that. Come on, big fella. You're 25 feet away from the basket. Don't get a cheap one.
Well, they called that one on Brimhall.
Stewart was the one out there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but they may have called it away from the ball. And now shooting 1+1. Burns going to be called for pushing off here. And the foul's happening a little faster than I can keep up with here. But Caleb Burns asking the official, hey, what did I do? And he gives him the signal. West, double team, splits the double team, turnaround jumper, can't get it. Nice rebound underneath by Coomer. Clears the glass, and Burns brings it up the left side behind the back to try to get away from the defender. Going to be double teamed, and now a whistle and a foul as Burns comes across with an elbow that time that looked like it may have caught the chin of Gannon Larson.
Yeah, it looks like Burns showing.
I think
referees are going to.
I think that's what the officials are talking about here. Technical foul on Burns here. So we had a foul.
Giving a technical foul to Burns. Was that because of the elbow, or did he argue something afterwards? I can't really tell.
I'm pretty sure it was the elbow. You can see the official talking now over to Ravi Shetty. And he's saying, hey, all he was doing was trying to get away from the ball or making a move, but the official's signaling that he's been a little too aggressive.
Yeah, and if I'm the coach for the Cougars, I think I tell Burns to just walk away, take a few deep breaths. He's still talking to officials out here, and nothing good's going to come from that.
Well, he's asking him. I think he's doing a pretty good job. He's talking, and Chavez pretty patient with him. And technical foul. Meanwhile, Michael Brimhall knocks down the first of 2 free throws here. Now, we had a foul on a Snowflake player, I believe, to start this off.
It was on Brimhall, right? They called him on the reach-in on Burns, I believe.
That was the one before, wasn't it? Trying to remember, because if that was on Brimhall, that'd be 2 on him.
Well, ball's going back to Snowflake, so I guess the foul didn't count.
So Burns with the technical gives him 2 personals, and I missed who the Snowflake foul was on. But here to start things off, now we get a jumper on the baseline right. That may have been goaltending by West, but it doesn't go in, and so we get a foul in transition coming out of there for the Cougars was Ensalaco, and Ensalaco gets tripped up by West, it looks like. That'll be his first. Now, you mentioned you saw West reach in earlier on. Fortunately for him, the officials didn't see it the same way we did, because now West only has 1. 6.5 left to play here in the second. 22-5 in favor of the Lobos. Burns spins to get away from Larson, and then he's going to be bumped and fouled. I think Larson maybe got a little too aggressive there.
Yeah, it looked like against Larson. Burns is a super quick player. You got to try to beat him to the spot as best you can.
And Larson, I've just figured it out. Larson was the one that was initially called before Burns.
Oh, good block by Stewart. Yeah, I think you're right. Larson was the one that got that foul before Burns got the technical, correct?
Yep, he has 2 personals and a great block. Nice camera work by our crew there as West gets the block shot.
Looked like we had a moving screen there on number 30.
That's Salaco. And Salaco with his second. So kind of a choppy play here in this second quarter as we get a lot of stoppage here. Ensalaco going to check out for Chino Valley, and checking into the lineup is Ashton Lofton. Lobos with the basketball after the foul. Larson works the left side, kicks it up top. Baum. Now a shot from 3-point range is no good for Hall.
Stewart.
And the shot is good from the corner left. Gannon Larson knocks down the super shot.
Now that's got to be 5 or 6 offensive rebounds now at this point for the Lobos, and they're resulting in open 3-pointers. So if you're Chino Valley, you've got to get the defensive rebounds right now.
Snowflake slowly pulling away from the Cougars out to a 20-point lead now, with under 6 to play in the second quarter. Burns up and down with the left hand, cross-court pass, now into the corner. Working against Brimhall, 3-ball off the glass, no good. West with the rebound. Brimhall ahead to Baum. Baum back to Brimhall. Skip pass over into the corner to Larson. Bounce it into West. West off the glass and in. Score it.
Almost nearly impossible to stop Big Stuart West if he's 2 feet underneath the basket. That's just great positioning, great offense there by the Lobos.
Stuart West, 6'4", senior. Doing an excellent job so far as the Cougars not to be trifled with, as they knocked down the super shot themselves. That was Stazensky on the 3-ball. Their first bucket of this quarter.
Good steal there by Gannon, just playing good defense on Burns.
We're coming up on the 4-minute mark here. Baum with the 3, in and out, no good. Burns going to walk it across the stripe. As you can see him breathing kind of heavy here. Pass it off onto the angle right to Trevor Stazensky. Stazensky, cross-court pass knocked away by Larson, then knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Aaron Stoller. Stoller got a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds in front of the Snowflake bench. 4.5 left. They're going to take timeout to check the masks. will take it with them. 27-8 Snowflake. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School. And Snowflake out to a commanding 27-8 lead as we see the Snowflake huddle. Coach Andy Wood. They had hopes of a state championship last year. They were denied that opportunity, made it to the quarterfinals, but couldn't muster any further. And this year, putting together a new package here, kind of a new look, a lot of new faces on this team, but so far they're looking pretty sharp.
Well, and a few contributors that I don't think we thought about, Cam, honestly. At least I didn't. Connor Hall's been super impressive thus far. And, you knew what you were going to get out of Stuart West, but Gannon Larson's coming in off the bench and hit some good threes. And, yeah, they're looking sharp.
3 ball. Angle right, no good. Rebound, nice job by Pond. Kicks it out, and Baum hits a 3. And we get a foul on the rebound, I believe. Count the 3 ball by Baum. And the foul's going to be called on Snowflake. It's going to go against Snowflake, but the 3 will count.
Looks like they're calling that on McKay Wood. Yeah, McKay Wood, number 21 for the Lobos.
So Noah Baum's first points of the evening.
Well, Noah's one of those players that we thought would be a huge factor in the game tonight. And we'll see still get going, but good rebound by Ryson.
30-8 in favor of Snowflake now with under 4 to play in the first half. 3-point shot no good for Hall.
Follow.
Gets his own rebound, now bounces it in between 2. Quick pass to the corner, 3-point shot, no good, and a foul on the other side. Alex Pond's 3 ball was long. On the weak side board, I believe that was McKay Wood again.
Yeah, he's
called on a foul on the rebound. 2 on Wood, timeout on the floor. We take it with him.
Timeout.
This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Well, we thought that this game would be a little more competitive than what it's been in this first half. 30-8 in favor of Snowflake right now, as Chino Valley has yet to get their feet underneath them. After the timeout, Caleb Burns at the free throw line. He has 5 in the contest, make it 6 with that free throw there, as he earns the second half of a 1+1 from the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw line.
And a lot of credit to the Lobos defense. It just feels like the Cougars have not been able to get anything going on offense. Good move by Ryson.
Nice play as in transition, Ryson Stewart gets the bucket. 32-9 with just over 3 to play now, and a travel violation is going to be whistled on that same play we've been talking about all night. That initial step, and they've allowed that to go for a long time.
Yeah, it seems like we haven't seen that called a whole lot in high school basketball until now.
Bounce pass down low into the low post. Connor Hall kick it back out, drive towards the lane. Now throw it back
good
out.
Pass.
And the pass is caroms off of the hands of Pond and then saved, but then out of bounds. They say that Hall stepped out of bounds in the process.
No, great dish by Pond. Just McKay Wood couldn't handle the pass.
You know, one of the other things that is lost in this whole conversation about masks is how much more difficult is it for these players to communicate with each other when they have masks.
Yeah, we've all been in the convenience store, right? Trying to talk to someone about ordering a Gatorade or a Coke, and we can't do it.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see how things progress, because I assume at some point they're going to allow more fans. I can't imagine that the entire season. Of course, I don't know. The AIA sometimes does some interesting things, but I would assume that they would open it up at least at some point. But we'll see. A 3-second violation called here against Snowflake, so Chino Valley's going to get the ball back. And a pretty hard foul there, but it looked like Chavez was focused inside the paint. Otherwise, I think that Gannon Larson may have drawn a foul on that play.
Now, going back to that conversation about the AIA, they said in their conference call that they really do want to get fans back in the stands and have a normal season.
So when that happens, you talk about a gym that becomes a lot more noisy than it is at this point.
For sure.
And I'm sure the players will still be required to wear masks, and so it seems to me anyway that that's going to be a challenge for these players as Burns knocks down another free throw. He is 2 for 3 so far from the line. This is second trip to the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw.
Were they saying he was shooting that, Camden? They're giving him 3 shots.
Boy, I missed it, but he must have been.
Yeah, it didn't look like he was going up for a shot.
In the process. There it is. Oh yeah,
never
he was
mind.
going for a
okay.
shot.
Must not have been looking.
don't say anything, Abe, because our crew's got the replay and they're ready to point it out for you.
They will always point out my faults and weaknesses.
That's
no
right.
doubt about that.
Burns 3 for 3 in this trip to the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw, and so free throw line, I should say, and that will give him 4 second quarter points to add to his 5. He now has 9 of the 12 points for Chino Valley. Approaching the 2-minute mark now of the second quarter, 32-12 in favor of Snowflake. Heavy defense here, crossover dribble, double teamed. Still looking down, finally gets the pass off to the wing left. Snowflake playing some tight defense up top. Burns fakes right, moves left. Every time, that's his move, and it works well. Nice dribble off the wing. Looked like it may have been a travel, but he didn't pick up his pivot foot there.
Good defense by Pond. He's all over number 25 there. Oh,
There's
great
the
steal.
Out of the backcourt comes Pond, left hand, and score it. Got the steal, got the score. Alex Pond. That one in the running for our Deemer's Glass straight line play of the game. Deemer's Glass, live to smile, love your smile. Or excuse me, our
that's our Beeler Orthodontics
Beeler
straight line.
Orthodontics straight line play. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile. Beeler Orthodontics. The 3 ball goes out of bounds for Chino Valley. That'll be Snowflake basketball with 1:03 left to play here in the second. 34-12, Snowflake leads. Got to remind you that tonight's contest brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College. Northland Pioneer College, lowest tuition in the state of Arizona. Classes starting with credit hours starting as low as $25 per hour.
Well, Amantingi into the game for the Lobos there. He was trying to get it inside. Maybe give that thing a fake and then go back inside. Gets the ball back for the 3. Got it.
3 ball from the corner. Tingy on the scoreboard.
Good shot for Ammon.
37-12 Snowflake with under a minute now to play in the second. Burns working the right side. Right hand dribble, passes up right side for Johns. Johns going to be tripped and fouled. Going to call this one on Amantingi, I believe.
Yeah. The intentions were good. He wanted to play good, hard defense. Just got his feet tripped up with number 15 there.
Good timeout on the floor with 39 seconds before halftime. We will take it with them. This is Show Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Well, we welcome you back to Snowflake High School. Home of the Lobos host tonight to the Chino Valley Cougars, where the Cougars are not being treated very well. They're down 37-12.
Well,
Coach Shetty wasn't happy with I think that was one of the reasons he made that timeout, called that timeout. He wanted to talk to the officials. Didn't feel like they had made a call. Nice rebound here on a missed free throw. That miss was from Johns.
Oh, good steal there by Pond. He's got him out on the break.
Get it back, and he puts it off the window and in. Alex Pond now with 4 in the contest, and Snowflake out to a 39-12 lead with 18 seconds remaining in the half.
Well, that's a good finish by Pond with his offhand. He's a lefty. Was able to finish there with his right.
Foul's going against Alex Pond here.
Now it feels like the Lobos, they just need to try to beat guys to the spot. They're trying to body him up 25 feet from the basket. You got to just move with him and beat him to a spot that he's trying to go.
It's working for him though. They've forced a lot of turnovers and taken them out of their offensive rhythm. Burns here though, as he continues to knock down free throws, they're going to have to be cautious about fouling him. He was 1 for 2 in his first trip, went 3 for 3, and now knocks down 2 more. He has 6 so far here, 6 free throws in this half, and in this quarter, I should say, from the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw line. Final seconds, and I don't think Burns is going to get it off in time. They say he did, but he doesn't get the shot. 39-14 is our halftime score. Snowflake out to a commanding lead, first half lead here over the Chino Valley Cougars. Back to recap the first half for you when we return. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
It's a tough game out there. We can help you reach your goals and come out victorious. Need help paying for college? Let the financial aid experts at Northland Pioneer College help you qualify for federal, institutional, or tribal grants. See our website at npc.edu for details. Northland Pioneer College. Expanding minds, transforming lives.
I got this.
Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Attention high school juniors and seniors. It's game time. Get ready to transform your life. Northland Pioneer College offers high school students the opportunity to earn college credit while in high school. Get ahead of the game. Complete college classes before you graduate. Visit npc.edu/advising to learn more. Northland Pioneer College. Expanding minds, transforming lives.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Well, we welcome you back to Snowflake High School, where it is halftime in the Snowflake and Chino Valley game. And Snowflake out to a commanding early lead, led 19-5 at the end of the first quarter, and leads 19-14 here at intermission. It's been all Snowflake, as you see one of Snowflake's top scorers right there, Brimhall, knocking down the three ball. Let's take a look at some scoring for you. For the Chino Valley Cougars, all of the scoring has come, with exception to one three ball, has come from Caleb Burns. Trevor Stazinski, the junior, had a three in the second quarter, but Caleb Burns had 5 first-half points, a three-pointer and a two-ball, and then went to the free throw line and knocked down 6 of 7 at the stripe in the first half. He has 11, along with Trevor Stazinski's 3. That makes 14. Snowflake, on the other hand, has spread the scoring out amongst, 9 different players. Michael Brimhall with 4. Stuart West has 8 in the contest. Noah Baum with 3. Caden Brewer with 3 off the bench. And Gannon Larson and Ammon Tingy also, or is it Tingy?
Tingy.
Sorry, Tingy with 3 as well. All of them hitting three-pointers off the bench. What a nice boost to have 3 guys that can knock down the super shot. Ryson Stewart, the 5'10 senior, with 2. And Connor Hall leads all scorers here at intermission. Got all of them in the first quarter, and all of them from the field. He has a 3 and 2 inside the arc, or 3 inside the arc to give himself 9. Alex Pond got 4 late in that second quarter. Again, the halftime score, 39-14. Snowflake with our halftime lead. We'll be back with more of our halftime report when we return. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
It's a tough game out there. We can help you reach your goals and come out victorious. Need help paying for college? Let the financial aid experts at Northland Pioneer College help you qualify for federal, institutional, or tribal grants. See our website at npc.edu for details. Northland Pioneer College. Expanding minds, transforming lives.
I got this.
Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free
Just call
dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Well, we welcome you back to Snowflake High School, where the Lobos with a dominating first half performance, up 39-14 over the Cougars of Chino Valley High School. And we are navigating a new look here from COVID, and so far it doesn't look like either team's affected that much from the masks. The jury's out on whether the fact that only two parents can come from each kid, making the game a pretty quiet game, where typically you would have a much different atmosphere, but so far Snowflake doesn't seem to be worried too much about it.
Yeah, I feel like Snowflake's game, as we've watched them over the years, has been get out and run in transition, play hard-nosed defense, and it seems to be business as usual for them right now to start this season. I don't feel like the masks are deterring that at all. They did play a lot of guys. What do we have? 10 or 11 guys come into the game for Snowflake, and so, I'm sure maybe from a coaching standpoint you do want to get guys a few more breaks, but it doesn't seem to be putting the brakes on them at all, in my opinion.
Yeah, and you would think that they would be a team that would be affected by this rule. A team that sets up in half court and has time to recover is not going to find nearly as challenge as a team like Snowflake that runs and goes 100 miles a minute every second of the game.
Yeah, so no doubt.
But like you mentioned, a lot of substitutions. Not sure if that's because of COVID or because it's just the first game of the season, and Coach Wood wanting to see a lot of his players.
And you are up 25, so if you're Coach Wood, you get a chance to do that, right? You can clear the bench, see what you have, get some kids some time, and that was basically my role in high school.
Yeah.
the guy that came in when we were up 30 points. So
nice shot of the back of Greg Chavez there. Got a son that has been getting some recruitment in Major League Baseball.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, went down to Eastern Arizona College, played as a pitcher for Eastern Arizona College, and was transferred to a 4-year college, and he's had some looks. We'll see if he gets a chance to play some Major League Baseball. It'd be kind of fun to watch him progress. It's always fun to see student athletes from our area doing well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good for him.
39-14, Snowflake with the lead, and we remind you that this quarter is brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. For the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona, go to Northland Pioneer College. Credit hours starting at just $25 per hour. Noah Baum gets the steal and the pass up ahead to Brimhall. Now into Hall. It is just right through his fingertips that time and stolen away by Insalaco.
Now, good feed there by Brimhall. Made the right play. Just Connor couldn't come up with the ball, or else he's got an easy layup.
Off the window and in. West starts things off the right way.
Yeah, just a blown defensive assignment there by Coomer for the Cougars. He lost West over on that backside.
Heavy defense at the stripe. Getting a screen up top. Burns gets off an 18-footer, no good. West with another rebound. West averaged about 6.7 rebounds per game last year. Second on the team in rebounding by just 0.2 of a point. And paying dividends here tonight. Reminder that we'll have our Deemer's Glass Man of the Game brought to you by Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Baum called for a travel after a nifty little move down the baseline there.
We got it here on the replay cam, and maybe.
That's a Euro step. You're allowed to take that, right?
Yeah, James Harden, he's made a career of that, hasn't he?
Come on. Give him 3. Come on. It's tough. You know, these kids will watch the NBA and mimic those moves, but man, they're not allowed to do them. Burns at the elbow, kicks it over a cross-court pass that gets out of the hands of Aaron Stoller, and Aaron loses that one out of bounds.
Well, just a freshman, too. We haven't really talked much about him. Freshman gets some varsity playing time. I'm sure he's a little tight his first varsity game, so good look by Connor.
West, nice pass by Hall with the assist. And that's going to give the Snowflake a 43-14 lead as the clock approaches the 6-minute mark of the third. Working the left side is Stoller. Stoller up top. And bounce it back to Stoller. Stoller to the elbow, inside the lane. Cross-court pass over to Insalako. Insalako pump fakes, then drives, turned away, kicks it back out. And an awkward shot from straightaway three-point range that's no good. Picked up by Baum, and Baum going to cross-court pass to a wide-open shot for Rice and Stewart, and it is a little too strong and out of bounds. Chino Valley will get it back.
Yeah, good look there by Brimhall to get that skip court pass there to Rice. And that'll be something he'll want back. He'll make that shot.
5.5 left in the third, 43-14 Snowflake. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Well, we welcome you back to Snowflake High School. 5.5 left to play third quarter as they put the Uglies on the board on the show. The Uglies made the broadcast tonight, eh?
We got the voice for radio, Camden.
Yeah, we do. And a travel violation going to be called here on Lofton, who tried to make it to the paint. During the break, you were making an interesting point. You know, we don't know whether Chino Valley has had a whole lot of practice time. Snowflake, on the other hand, has had quite a bit of time in the gym, not as in organized practices, but in open gyms.
Yep.
And so Chino Valley, who knows, you know, whether they have seen it. It would appear that they're not quite as in sync as Snowflake is so far.
Yeah, I would agree, Camden. What made me think about that is we're watching the timeout. Chino Valley's coach is constantly in the whiteboard, you know, and that just sort of bodes to a team that isn't real familiar with their sets, what they're trying to run. He's constantly drawing plays, you know, trying to remind guys. It just felt like maybe that's something that would explain a 43-14 score.
Right. And Salako straightaway three, no good. And Snowflake dribble in transition, going to be called for a double dribble. That one on Gannon Larson.
And it feels like, too, that the Cougars, they just don't really know who to go to besides their stud there, Caleb Burns. He's trying to do what he can. Like shots like that, right? Yeah. You know, it just feels out of sync for him right now.
Transition here. Brimhall off the window. Score it, but they're going to wipe it off the board as they
another Euro
get
step.
him with a travel. 1, 2. I don't know. Might have to look at that one again.
Well, it wasn't the dunk that we saw by Stuart West in the first quarter, right? But it was.
It looked awkward.
Yes.
And that's oftentimes all it takes to get called with that foul, or that violation, I should say.
Well, and if the gym's full of students and parents, maybe that call doesn't happen because the referee doesn't want to get hammered, right?
Yeah, you got to wonder. You wonder if that how much that affects it. But I'll tell you, overall, this officiating crew has been quite proficient tonight. They've done a great job, in my opinion.
Yep, no doubt.
Burns.
Well, it can't be easy on them either, right?
Right. A lot of new rules, and I think they've handled it
good
well.
move.
Nice shot by Insalako. He gets inside the paint, and Dimitri knocks down the first bucket of the second half here for Chino Valley. Larson's three-pointer won't go, and Chino Valley gets a chance to cut into the lead here with 3.5 left to play in the third. Burns trying to get away from Brimhall. Finding some room on the elbow. Fakes him out with a nice no look and no pass, and then kicks it out, but nothing going there. So Burns has got some nifty little moves, but he's about the only one with that type of confidence.
That should be. Ooh.
Insalako and Larson get tangled up. Ball goes out of bounds, and we get a timeout on the floor. We take it with them with 3:15 left in the third. Snowflake up 43-16. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
It's a tough game out there. We can help you reach your goals and come out victorious. Need help paying for college? Let the financial aid experts at Northland Pioneer College help you qualify for federal, institutional, or tribal grants. See our website at npc.edu for details. Northland Pioneer College. Expanding minds, transforming lives.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School, where the Lobos lead it 43-16. After the timeout, they've got the basketball. They'll work it around to the perimeter. Larson in the corner. Over here to Caden Brewer. Now cross-court pass over to Baum in low.
That's
Down
what you want.
to Connor Hall, and he's called for a travel. Looked like he went up for the pump fake.
Yeah, he shuffled him a little bit there right before he went to go jump again. Yeah.
Insalako out on the left side, and a hand check going to be called on McKay Wood. That'll be 3 on him.
Yeah, and you can see Coach Andy Wood getting after his son McKay there a little bit. Just keep your hands off of him, and there's not a foul called there.
Move your feet. Come on.
Yes, come on. You're always harder on your own kids. I can attest to that.
That's right. 2.5 left third quarter. Snowflake leads 43-16. And heavy
Good
pressure
defense
by Larson. Finally gets it over to Burns. Burns at the line. Pull-up jumper from 15. And it looked like he may have come down awkwardly on his ankle. Snowflake gets a good transition look here by Wood. Wood with the left hand. He's bumped and fouled and will earn a trip to the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw line. We get a foul called on number 22. That's Camden Stuller, who has checked into the lineup.
Now that's what you love to see out of your big guys right there. Old McKay Wood just getting down the floor and getting a chance to earn them at the charity stripe here.
I missed it. Did he hit the first?
He did. He got it. Yep. No rim, nothing but net.
So McKay Wood with his first points here tonight. Now he knocks down a second. So 2 from the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw line for McKay Wood. Snowflake up 45-16. As the clock approaches the 2-minute mark of the third quarter, and Chino Valley throws the ball away. An unfortunate play there for Chino Valley. Been a lot, and I think that is kind of why you were talking about how it doesn't seem like they're in sync or have had as much time on the floor as Snowflake maybe has had early in this one. West with a nice tip in. Rebound and a putback for Stewart. He has 6 in this quarter, now leads all scorers with 14.
Yeah, that was pretty right there by Stewart, just following the shot.
Reminder that we'll be announcing our Deemer's glass man of the game as he comes back and will be called for a foul here. Deemer's Glass in Lakeside, hands down the best place to call when you need quality glass at affordable prices. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Yeah, good move there by Insulaco, just trying to force the issue. If you're the Cougars, you got to just play aggressive. Don't back down. Make sure you're making smart passes. Stay aggressive on attack, and good things will happen.
Go strong to the hole. And Insulaco hits his first of 2 free throws. Sets up for his second. This one's good as well. So 2 quick free throws. Chino Valley out to 18 now.
Oh, good take.
Nice transition basket and an offensive foul going to be called. Caden Brewer does a nice job. We'll see it here on the replay. I don't know if he had position or not. Coach Wood out on the floor asking Greg Chavez that same question.
And I don't know if it applies in the high school game like it does in the college game, Camden, but when the offensive player goes up for a shot, you can't get underneath him if he's already in the air. That's not a charge if you do that. So
I think you have. Well, I better not say because I don't know the real.
I don't know either.
We pretend like we know everything, but we know nothing. And the rules
I'll
change.
Speculate. I can speculate till the cows come home, right? So.
Yeah. The rules change so often, it's just hard to keep track of everything as well. So.
Yeah.
There's a player control. Offensive foul on Snowflake.
I hear Greg talking at the scores table that was a player control foul. That was on Brewer, if I have that correctly. And then we have a foul down on this end. Let's see if they I missed who the foul down on this end was on.
I did too, Cam, and
Let's see if they put it up on the board. The scores table was confused as well, so I'm assuming that the score is not going to. And then we get a steal. Brewer.
Good feed.
To West, to Baum. Baum can't get it to fall, but we get a foul, and Baum earns a trip to the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw line. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass reminds you, don't throw bricks. 45 is the foul, so that's Jax Ritchie, his second.
Now, what a luxury if you're Coach Wood to have Stuart West. I mean, he got that ball around half court, 3 or 4 big dribbles, and is able to find his guy sprinting down the right side of the floor. I mean, that's, as a high school team, you can't ask for anything more than your big guy to be able to do that.
And 1 of 2 at the line for Noah Baum. We talked to Andy Wood over the years, one of the top basketball coaches in the state. One of the things he does with his program is he just gets the kids in the gym throughout the season. Just a lot of work, a lot of touches on the ball, a lot of chance to work on. And you can see that with these players. They're pretty well in sync, even though this is their season opener. Baum shot no good. He was tied up and it got his own rebound on the shot prior to that. And now he'll earn a trip to the free throw line as Chino Valley is whistled for a personal. And that's going to go against Jax Ritchie, his third. So 3 on Ritchie. He's going to go talk to Coach Shetty. And Noah Baum knocks down a free throw. 2 of 3 at the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw line so far tonight for Noah Baum.
And as we watch this season progress, it's going to be interesting to see where teams go, right? It's hard to this should be maybe tournament time for a lot of these guys starting out their season, and Snowflake's already looking sort of mid-season form.
Yeah, a minute and a half left here, or clock approaching the 1 minute mark rather of this contest. Those and that's going to be a problem for these teams. Normally you'll get 2 or 3 tournaments that you get to go to where you'll get 5 or 6 games in a tournament. So they'll be short 15 or so games by the time they get to postseason.
Yeah.
Not to mention the games they've already missed during regular season because of the late start.
Yep. Well, looking over Snowflake's schedule, you know, this last week, it's been interesting to see that sort of they're traveling too. It's definitely, you know, there's not any trips down to the valley, and so yeah, we'll see how the season goes along. I just
Nice.
I hope they can have a good opportunity to get some ball in.
Such a nice play, that play there. Stuart West with an easy 2 underneath on a great feed. And then we get some good hustle here towards the backcourt. So that continues to be the MO for Snowflake, and that will force a over and back here. Coach Shetty telling his young player, look, you just run to the backcourt. Don't stop. Don't put yourself in a position where you're straddling that half-court line and have to make a decision. You got to get yourself all the way into the backcourt.
Good
cross-court pass to Larson. Wants a 3. It's in and out, no good. Baum tips it out, has it stolen away, and then West couldn't hang on to it. Looked like Chino Valley. And man, it looks like West is going to be called for a personal. Stuart West, that's his 3rd.
Yeah, tough break if you're Stewart there. You're just hustling after a ball.
And Sulaco down into the corner for Stuller. Stuller has it stolen away. Coming out of the backcourt is Johnson. Johnson leans in, puts it off the window, no good. Larson with the rebound at the buzzer, and that'll end the 3rd. We go to the 4th and final. It's 52-18 Snowflake with a huge lead over Chino Valley. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
We welcome you back here to Snowflake High School for the 4th and final quarter. Snowflake with a 52-18 lead over Chino Valley. Reminder that this quarter is brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. Northland Pioneer College, when it comes time to tip off your college education, go with the college with the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona. That's Northland Pioneer College with credit hours starting at just $25 per credit hour. Snowflake with the basketball to start the 4th. Brimhall holds on the wing, kick it to Stewart. Stewart around the other side, now cross court back to Brimhall. Stewart, left side for Brewer, his runner won't go. Rebound and put back is good on the weak side by Caleb Johnson, his first bucket.
And great ball movement by the Lobos there. They reversed the floor 3 different times right there, and you get a layup out of it. That's exactly how you draw it up. Good hustle.
Pass into the corner, trying to drive down that baseline and getting double teamed and having the ball tipped away was Ritchie was Lofton. No, it was Stasinski, sorry.
Number 25, right?
Yep.
Looks like we'll get to see Caden Brewer run a little bit of the point there for the Lobos.
Pass it in to West. West triple teamed. Doesn't seem to care, and Burns reaches in and ties him up. Nice job by Burns. Look at this defense. Burns grabs the ball, says, no, big guy.
Yeah.
If you're going to put it down there, I'll play with you down here. I know what to do with that one.
Yes, the little guys always know what to do with that.
Exactly. Bounce pass to Stasinski. He drives the baseline. He's double teamed. Has a pass stolen away by Brewer. Brewer,
good pass.
Long pass ahead on the bounce pass to Brimhall, and Brimhall scores.
And great play by Caden Brewer, the junior, right there. That was a sweet pass and great camera angle there by our crew on the Michael Brimhall layup.
Pass it over to the left side. Try a 3-point shot that's no good. As Brewer going to kick it to the corner left side. Shot no good for Stewart. Haven't seen any scoring from Connor Hall since that first quarter.
Probably should have done a travel right there.
I think you jinxed him.
Yeah.
Double team and then still going to make the shot. Johnson with his second bucket. Johnson being pretty aggressive down underneath.
And Coach Wood must have heard you. He's got Connor Hall coming into the ball game here, Camden.
Well, I'll tell you.
He wants him to get to double figures.
Yeah. Well, Caleb Johnson's been pretty impressive here as of late. And a foul called here. I want to reiterate our comment earlier that the officiating tonight's been good tonight. Quinn Ashton on the floor along with Greg Chavez. And I apologize, we did not get the name of the third official.
Yeah.
As Arizona Interscholastic Association has gone to a three-man crew. Did that, I think they started that 2 years ago.
Okay. Well, listening to the AIA rules, part of it, a lot of this stuff falls on the officials with the mask.
Oh, that's
they call a charge on that?
Tough call on Burns, I think.
Ooh,
But
yeah.
Burns, not much you can say when you're down 58-18.
Yeah.
Burns been called for a lot of offensive fouls tonight. You remember that elbow and the technical call early on, and he was called for a push earlier on. So
he's a shot by Tingy.
Physical player, though. I'm sorry, who was that?
That's Ammon Tingy, number 10.
Tingy with the three ball.
Yeah, good-looking shot right there by Ammon.
61-18, 4:16 remains in the contest. Burns double teamed. And a good drive down low, but then stripped away by Connor Hall and out of bounds.
Yeah, we'll see if we got a camera angle. Watch the replay right here. It feels to me like Connor hit that ball out.
And that almost looked like a travel, and it looks
Connor
like it went off his leg. Looks like. Timeout on the floor with 3:58. They're going to take a break here to get the masks figured out. 61-18 is our score, with Snowflake well out in the lead. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Welcome back. It is a 61-18 lead with 3:58 remaining in the contest. Snowflake well out in front of the traveling team here tonight, Chino Valley. And still been a fun ball game. We've been treated to a lot of fun brand of basketball. I mean, it's been exciting through most of the game, even despite the fact that it's been so lopsided. We get a travel called here.
Well, you got to give credit to the Cougars. They haven't backed down. They're still playing hard. This would be an easy one to mail in, right? So I've been impressed with how they've stuck in there. Snowflake just looks to be in mid-season form where they look to be maybe just getting on the floor a little bit.
They do look a lot more in sync than Chino Valley has been tonight. They just haven't had. I mean, that's a prime example right there. Burns, boy, did he get that block shot?
I think it just hit the rim, but he got up there pretty good though.
He was airborne on that one. My goodness, this kid is athletic.
Yeah, he's
been fun to watch tonight.
Well, for his size, I'd be interested to see what they have him listed at. They don't have any of those stats on there for us, but he can't be much more than 5'8", 5'9", maybe.
Oh, I'll bet he's 5. I'm gonna guess 5'7", maybe 5'6". I could be wrong, but
well, I'm 5'7", so yeah, he's probably about as tall as I am.
But he has been a lot of fun to watch tonight. Been very athletic.
Yes. Ammon.
Three ball is short. Rebound. Nice job on the glass that time by Dimitri Ensalako, the junior. Reminds us to remind you that we'll be announcing our Deemer's Glass Man of the Game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Hands down the best place to call when you need quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass, 1-888-GLASSMAN. Chino Valley, as they approach the 2-minute mark of the contest, Burns tries a right-hand runner in between a couple of players, and Burns is gassed.
Yeah.
61-18. As Burns earns a trip to the free throw line here. We get a foul called on Caleb Johnson.
Well, Burns is, as you see him here at the free throw line, he's really just left it all out there. You can tell that he's just gassed right now, right?
Yeah, tough
Poor kid.
Tough to get the shot. Tough to get your legs underneath you when you're trying to shoot free throws. He had 11 first-half points. He has not scored in the second half. And that's pretty common when you've got a player that's done that much scoring.
Well, coach is going to get him out of there.
90% of the scoring. He hits the second of 2 free throws from the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw line, and he sits down with 12 points here tonight. 12 of the 19, and you get a
you get a sense for how important he is to the team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just see on the camera shot there, his arms were all bruised up on his elbows and stuff. That's
marks.
It's a young man that's left it on the floor tonight, so good for him.
Foul's going to be called here against, this time goes against number 21. That's McKay Wood with his 4th. Missed the free throw, and on the other end, Snowflake going to put one up. Tingy bangs it in off the glass.
Good take by Ammon there. He saw the lane and took advantage of it. Good hard move.
Does a nice job of protecting the ball there and puts it up and up and in, I should say, as Chino Valley will throw it away on this end. 35 seconds remaining. It is 63-19. Snowflake has led throughout the entire contest. Really hasn't even been close.
Yeah, the Snowflake's dominated the game from start to finish here, Camden. It's
Trey Perry into the contest. Talked to his dad earlier. He was the one that just missed that free throw. And has some athletic parents. His mom from St. John, she's really athletic. He scores here. How about that?
I think I just saw his dad get a big old fist bump, so he's excited.
Well, there you have it. It's in the book. 65-19. Snowflake knocks off Chino Valley here tonight in their season opener. As Chino Valley will try to regroup and figure out what they're going to do with their season. Chino Valley historically has not been a bad team. They played way better than we've seen them play here tonight. You got to think that they just haven't been in the gym long enough yet.
It had that feeling tonight, Camden. Honestly, there were just those the errors that come with not playing, right? The throwing of balls away, the making passes that shouldn't be made, and they just had to rely on Burns so much that you don't know what else to say other than it just feels like they haven't been out there very long. Yeah.
Well, we'll be back to recap it for you, plus our Beeler Orthodontic Straight Line play of the game and our Deemer's Glass man of the game when we return. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
It's a tough game out there. We can help you reach your goals and come out victorious. victorious. Need help paying for college? Let the financial aid experts at Northland Pioneer College help you qualify for federal, institutional, or tribal grants. See our website at npc.edu for details. Northland Pioneer College. Expanding minds, transforming lives.
I got this.
Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Welcome. Welcome back to Snowflake High School. Final score 65-19. Snowflake over Chino Valley tonight. As we see Trey Perry's father walking out of the gym here tonight, gives us a thumbs up. And outstanding opener for Snowflake. I don't if your coach would. I don't know what you would be too upset about with this one. Obviously, there's stuff that they can work on, but they seem pretty sharp.
Yeah, everything seemed to work tonight. The defense was on point. The fast break offense was on point. When they needed to run sets, they were able to do that. As we see, one of the key plays right there early on was Stuart West driving baseline. That offensive set that they run where they try to get that ball to the baseline, it just was there all night long for them, and Chino Valley really did not have an answer.
Well, that's a understatement, I think.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. What did the 50-point spread or whatever it ended up being? So yeah.
Tough night for Chino Valley. We talk now about our Deemer's Glass Man of the Game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Hands down the best place to call. We need quality glass at affordable prices. Call 1-888-GlassMan. That's Deemer's Glass at 1-888-GlassMan. And tonight there's, as usual, a lot of good candidates out there, but I gotta say, Stuart West looked pretty tough.
Yeah, definitely. His physicality all game long, both offensively, defensively, and especially on the glass. Really, the rebounding aspect came, Camden, when Snowflake got so many second chance opportunities, and they were kicking out to wide open 3-point shooters. That blew the game open there in that second quarter in particular, where I think we had 4 or 5 3-pointers by the Snowflake Lobos.
Well, not to mention he ends the game with leading all scorers, 16. You mentioned in the first half how it was interesting. Connor Hall was leading all scorers, and Stuart West, who was second on the team in scoring last season, or maybe third, but in the top 3 by a small percentage. And he ends the game had 8 at intermission, but ends the game with 16 here tonight.
Yeah, and I really get the feeling that Stewart's going to be the go-to guy here for the Lobos this year. After watching the rotations that Coach Wood was using tonight, everything offensively is going to funnel through him, and then allow him to make those decisions on kicking to 3-point shooters, looking for high post opportunities around the free throw line. So I think it's just going to be more of things to come for the Lobos with Stuart West. I wouldn't be surprised to see him be the leading scorer when it's all said and done.
Stuart West, our Deemer's Glass Man of the Game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Hands down the best place to call when you need quality glass at affordable prices. Call 1-888-GlassMan. That's Deemer's Glass at 1-888-GlassMan. Time now for our Beeler Orthodontics Straight Line Play of the Game, brought to you by Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile. Beeler Orthodontics, and you don't get to see any smiles this year because of the masks, but we had a bunch of plays that we felt like could be in the running for our straight line play of the game.
Yeah, and it's the play that wasn't, right? The dunk on the traveling call. That was a tough one for Stewart to swallow, but you see it right there on the replay. But yeah, it was pretty. honestly, we said it about the girls' game. I feel like just the defensive effort tonight by the Lobos. To hold a team to under 20 points in a high school basketball game. I don't care how much time Chino Valley has or hasn't had. To hold them to that, you've got to give the credit to the Lobos. They were physical. They were all over guys, and it was fun to watch.
Absolutely. That's our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game, brought to you by Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile. Beeler Orthodontics. Special thanks to Ashley Harley, our executive producer, back in the studio. And to all of those on our crew here tonight, we say thank you. For Abe Bowden, I'm Camden Smith. Once again, the final, 65-19. Snowflake over Chino Valley here from Snowflake High School. Well, we've got 3 of them lined up for you next week. We hope some great basketball to come here on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com. Until then, we say so long, everybody.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pinetop and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, and Little Bluebird Studios. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 106.7 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopaniki communication station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of iTalk 106.7 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.